Good morning from Lisbon, Portugal. Today we've already left the city. We're on the highway. We want to go to a place where I've wanted to go for a very, very long time, and that is, I want us to go to the place where the biggest waves in the world are formed. We're going to Nazaré. That's a temple for surfers from all over the world.
I'm arriving in Nazaré during this period.
Because now from December to February, as I was reading, there are the biggest waves in the world. I'm very curious about such natural phenomena as well. Let's see if I catch the moment. Of course, they're not daily, or maybe they are, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I've wanted to go there for a long time. Here we have to go in through V. Where it's with V, where with this way, it's not this way. Now, at Alaska, we missed it. We'll pay because we have small change. Very beautiful day today. After the rain, the air is very, very clear. We have about 100 and something kilometers to Nazaré, but it's on the highway, so we'll get there very quickly. It'll take us about an hour, maybe a little more. We're hurrying, but actually we're not really in a rush. We have the whole day ahead of us. We're only leaving Lisbon tomorrow morning, flying onto the Cape Verde Islands. We're fascinated by the infrastructure here in Portugal. In this area, bridges over bridges, and yesterday wherever we went, the infrastructure is extremely well developed and everything is spacious. The traffic is smooth because of the well-developed infrastructure. It's a pleasure to drive around here. Even in Lisbon, everything is very spacious. I really like it. I really like the city. I got here very well. We're already in Nazaré. We're heading to the beach. I'm really curious to see if we're lucky with the waves today or not. I parked the car here on the little streets of Nazaré. Actually, I think it's pronounced Nazaré since it's in Portuguese. Already, I can see the Atlantic Ocean and I can also see waves in the distance. We're going up to the lighthouse, in the area of the lighthouse. From what I saw on Google, there are some spots there that are really good. I saw huge waves. You can already hear the waves. I think we're going to get some rain too. Huge beach over there. We need to go to the lighthouse. It's to the left based on the map. The name Nazaré comes from Nazareth. Actually, I was just studying where this name comes from. And yes, indeed, it is connected to a statue of the Virgin Mary, brought here by someone, by a monk. It's connected to Nazareth. That's its origin. A very popular place. This place has been highly publicized. That's why it's so crowded here. I can already see surfers there on the crest of a wave. You can see them in the distance. So I'm holding back.
Yeah, look, I'm getting rained on and I'll grow.
Exactly. Yeah, we're getting caught in the rain again. That's a weird one. Yeah, I really don't know what it's supposed to mean. A surfer with the head of Anubis. Man, what waves? Yeah, really. This place is amazing. Oh my god, what waves. Ha, ha. Ha. I hope we can get as close to them as possible. As we get closer, my hair stands on end. What a sound the waves make here in this lower area. In front, actually. That's where most of the surfers are. That's where huge waves form. You have to see a wave just crashed down on you. Yeah, how strong it is. Show the whole area. Yeah. So many people, I didn't expect that. I really didn't expect there to be so many people. A show of nature. Of cannons, of photographs. But rightfully so, there's something special here. A real spectacle. Come on, you earned it. I get goosebumps with every wave. It's terrifying. You needed it. It's terrifying, yes. Let's get closer. Look at this. An extraordinary show here. Truly an extraordinary and never before seen show. Very, very interesting. As only here. In this cult, it forms with such great auras. What I don't get is why the waves only form here, at this exact spot. It's probably some currents, more special oceanic ones. Man, what waves? That's the same thing. Man, what power that ocean can have. Actually, the same thing, it's really chilling. I feel like I've tried this before. You saw that a rainbow forms too. A rainbow. Yeah, that's so cool. Come on. Just give me all the things together here. But until then, look, it's just right. I keep it, man. How many words did you say? Yeah, terrifying beauty. I like to organize things. Let's take a look. First from the first platform, then we'll go all the way up. Yes, extremely crowded with many people. Well, let's see from above too. Actually, there's not much we can see because it's a sea of people. There's little chance you'll get any access. I also managed to film a little from above with the waves from the best spot. Yeah, that's the atmosphere. A lot of people, really crowded. And for good reason, people come here because there's really something to see. It's truly a show, a spectacle. You could see well both from down there and from where we were before. Spectacular, very interesting. How a rainbow forms above the big waves. It's an interesting experience to come here and see these wonders, to see the power of the waves, the sounds of the waves. But yeah, you have to put up with Duhua. They're like us too, so there's nothing wrong with that. I don't mean it in a bad way. There weren't that many people. Yeah. That's true. One of them capsized. Yeah, it really capsized. One with a boat. With a boat. With a... Look at them. They're going to come save him. They're going to come with another water scooter like this. He got out. Gijet, the scooter. What are you seeing? It'll mess with your head in the waves, that's why. I think that jet ski's gone. I already took it. The waves took it out there. Alright, good. It flipped over, yeah, it flipped over. That's why they applauded. They managed to rescue people, some using a jet ski. It flipped over. Yes, a dangerous place. In other words, you can't play with the power of the ocean. It flipped over, it flipped. Yes, alright, welcome. Welcome. That's why people wait, because from time to time a wave comes that's much bigger than these. By the time we arrived with the chair, some people already had theirs. You come like it's a show? Really? Like a show? It's a show? What, an aria? A real show? Yes? Accidents happen too, of course, like we just saw earlier. That arrow is destroyed. I think an ambulance is coming now to take the people. Clearly it wasn't easy for them. Welcome. But it made them stronger. I don't like spending money on you anymore. And that one is also Everyone is happy. Yes, it's a passion. And that indeed is dangerous. It's dangerous. We've only been here half an hour and already there's been an accident. And yes, the waves are really spectacular. Indeed, I haven't seen bigger waves than here anywhere else in the world so far. A really big one just formed right now. Anyway, what I'm trying to imagine is to be a surfer, right, on the crest of the wave. At some point, a few tons of water come crashing down on you, hitting you on the head and knocking you around from all sides. Dangerous passion for sure, for sure. Thanks. You introduced the surfers, likely very experienced, with 1 out of 3 from Hawaii, which is also famous for surfing, where he celebrates. For performance, yes, but anyway. I remember that my first contact with the Atlantic Ocean was somewhere on the coast of France. I went into the sea to check out the ocean and the water reached my knees. The first wave that came knocked me over. I got covered in sand and drank some water. Well, if it comes with huge force, I had water up to my knees and it carried me 30 meters. I wasn't expecting that. Oh my, I got up, shook the sand off and said, what was that? At that moment, another one came, you see. It was living proof of how small we are, yes, and how insignificant we are to nature. That's why I say I've told the story and I'm trying. I understand surfers because after my experience, they catch a wave like this, a 10 out of 10, but here it's very hard. Some with their moms, another with a super wave. We stopped to have a cappuccino and I saw here on the menu that Francesina has something specific Portuguese. A kind of meat pie with cheese dipped in a sauce. It looks great. He said we should start tasting some of the local cuisine since we didn't get the chance yesterday. We're hungry, exactly. We're craving it. We pay 16 euros here for 2 cappuccinos and a Francesina, which we both ate from and actually got full. It was big, a very large portion, interesting in taste. Those sausages weren't really high quality because yes, it had sausages in it. Yeah, it was okay. We got full, we're good. Tonight, I definitely want us to try bacalhau. We headed back to Lisbon. We still plan to visit something today, namely the castle in Óbidos. Very close to where we are now, but we don't have time anymore. So we're heading straight to Lisbon. Right here on the right is the castle. We don't have time anymore because we have to pack our bags. Since tonight we're leaving, we're heading to Cape Verde. So we'll leave the castle for another time. Anyway, what we saw today in Nazaré was truly a wonder. I think that's how you pronounce it, with the accent on the last letter. Indeed, there's a real spectacle of the ocean happening there. We packed our bags, everything is ready. We went out for a little walk. We did some laundry, and then we hung them out to dry, some of us. And I hope it doesn't rain this time. It's not me. And now we're anxiously hoping it doesn't rain. Let's hope it doesn't rain. Until we go eat something, finally to taste something here in Lisbon. Today we tried Francesina, and it was very good. I want us to try the famous bacalhau, so we're heading down the street with all the restaurants. Satisfied, which is 2 steps away, our accommodation, I arrived at my canned goods store. Did you see how cool that is? Satisfied with the viewing? Interesting? Probably yes. You'd say they're gold bars? Now I'm curious about the canned food. When we come back, anyway, we'll come back this way. Maybe we'll get a can for Lucy. No, maybe they have something special. It's a store just for canned food. You realize it's something we haven't gotten anywhere. Looks like Portugal is legalizing weed, or maybe they already did. Anyway, here, I haven't smelled it on the street. Probably you're not allowed to smoke on the street. Already, there are starting to be a lot more people here compared to yesterday. We're going to choose a terrace where something catches our eye. The bacalhau dish. Because I'm not leaving here without eating bacalhau, I'm really craving it actually. That's why we went out tonight, to eat bacalhau. Look, the menu looks really good here too. Either they have bacalhau, I'm sure they have bacalhau, or they don't have bacalhau. Holidays. Tacos, plus they're not fun. Let's go again. The chestnuts were really good. I really liked the chestnuts from yesterday a lot. I remembered somewhere around here. Yesterday I saw bacalhau in the window. Look, here it is, right here. The window looks good. There's just no one at the table, but probably there's no one at the table. Not because the food isn't good, but because it's too early. But now I'm hungry, not when everyone else is eating. Should we walk more or sit here?
Let's walk a bit more.
Let's check here too. Maybe the people at the table know something? Actually, people usually eat burgers, and here it is. More about burgers. Let's take a few more steps and then we'll go back there. To bacalhau? No, we sat down here at a table. We ordered an appetizer made of cheeses, some cold cuts, and after that, we ordered a seafood platter. And a platter with bacalhau. Of course, let's see how the cold cuts are, because they look really good. I pretty much finished off this little platter. The truth is, we were both hungry and craving. And all these products are of extraordinary quality. And this cheese, this is the cheese we had in the sandwiches yesterday. It's incredibly tasty. Actually, well, everything was very good. No, it's true, the food looks amazing. Bacalhau with some shrimp on baked potatoes, and here's something. Octopus stew with potatoes. It looks really, really good with some mussels. And it smells really good, both this one and mine. You can imagine I'm curious about bacalhau. I've seen it everywhere, even in the store. It smelled strong. It smelled really strong. Here it smells much less. Pretty bland. It definitely wasn't spoiled, but a bland fish, cod actually, it's cod, that's what it is. I can't call it bland, but it's not one of my favorite fish. You prefer? Yes, much better. The octopus stew with potatoes and shrimp. Definitely much better. No, we're just seeing some Christmas lights too. Very nicely decorated. The food wasn't the best in the world, but it was decent. Yeah, I can't say this meal impressed me, but what I liked was the huge portions. Absolutely huge. It's rare, really rare, to see portions that big. He couldn't eat. He just couldn't. I think he ate about half of each portion. That was our experience and our layover here in Lisbon, because actually this was just a layover. Tomorrow we're leaving for the Cape Verde Islands, and we're waking up early. And we're waking up very early. Thank you so much for following us. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. Thanks to all the members and everyone who has donated to support this channel. Until the next vlog from Cape Verde, we say goodbye.